Minnesota is shaping up as a next battleground in the same-sex marriage debate. Voters next year will consider a ballot initiative to amend the state constitution to define marriage as one man and one woman. The family of Corporal Andrew Wilfahrt is adamantly opposed to it. Their son, who was openly gay, was killed by an IED in Afghanistan last February. I recently spoke with the Wilfahrts about why gay rights have become so important to them. But first, I want you to listen to Minnesota State Senator Warren Limmer as he explains why he pursued a ban on gay marriage at a time when his state is in a dire financial trouble.
I just ended a 5-month session in the Minnesota legislature. We focused on a lot of issues.
Well, I know, but your government is shut down right now. Hang on, your government is shut down right now over a budget impasse. And is this the biggest issue that's facing the people of Minnesota?
No, it certainly isn't, but it's one of many issues facing the people of Minnesota. This was decided about a month and a half ago in the Minnesota Senate. The legislature, as it's focused on the budget, it's an entirely different focus. It's an entirely different debate. And you know, we in Minnesota have a number of bills that we have to define and direct as a part of the responsibilities of the legislature.
What do you say to those parents who believe that their son, who fought for everyone's right, is being discriminated against, and people like him are being discriminated against? What do you say to that family? Well,
first I'd want to tell them that I'm very sorry for the loss of their son. And the service that their son provided for the people of the United States, the people of Minnesota. However, that son may have had a different view than I have, but why is his views any more important than, let's say, a heterosexual soldier that lost his life in Afghanistan as well? How do we define the direction? And do we just listen to one soldier, one family? Or do we try to include everyone in it, in this decision? And the best possible way is the next year and a half to have a statewide conversation with the people of Minnesota and give them the opportunity and give them the right to direct the legislature on the right policy here in the state of Minnesota.
What do you say to Minnesota State Senator Warren Limmer, who is the author of this ballot initiative? He wants to ban same-sex marriage in your state. What do you say to him?
I would say that the people didn't ask to vote. People should not vote on human rights. It just kind of came out of the blue, although he was probably planning it for years. We have a budget problem in Minnesota, and all these people were elected to create jobs, balance the budget. They were not asked to legislate on gay marriage.
Your son died defending our country and defending and fighting for our rights and our freedoms. And now I would imagine that you think his rights and freedoms are being taken away because he was a gay soldier, openly gay. What do you think he would say about this initiative? And do you think he'd be fighting to keep it off the ballot? And you think he'd be fighting against the senator?
Absolutely. This is a guy who actually read the Constitution, and he thought that states took great liberties with the Constitution by putting topical things of the day on it. He believed it was a document that protected all human beings, and it was for equal rights. And he would be really upset by this for two reasons. You know, putting another amendment on the Constitution that is maybe only important to a small group of people at this period of time in history, and it marginalized himself and his community. So yeah, he would be really upset about this, and he would be doing what he could too. And also, when you enter the military, you have to take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution and to protect the country against foreign and domestic enemies. The enemy here is intolerance, misinformation, bigotry, probably greed. So as a soldier, that is what he is fighting for.
My thanks to the family and the senator.